Grand Rising family. I thought I'd better share my experience on Mad Honey. This is the first time that I've actually ever felt something from it. I've been using it for a while and like you get like tiny amounts. I was like, yeah, Mad Honey. So last night I actually got sent a new bottle before I left. So I brought that with me and I opened the jar last night. I had a tablespoon because that's what I usually have. Had a tablespoon of my yogurt, and then like 5 minutes later I was making dessert and I just decided just to get the bottle and kind of just pour it on top of my dessert. Wasn't really thinking because in the past I've had like lots and not really felt much effects, but this I guess is a fresh one. And like from the moment I opened the jar and I tasted it, it tasted much more like spicy and strong. And so I'm almost finishing my dessert and then I start to feel weird. Like my breathing just feels strange. My stomach is like killing me and I'm thinking maybe it's just because I'm overeating or something. My stomach was like cramping and I was feeling so nauseous. Like I wanted to throw up. And so I was like, fuck. So I finished my food and then went inside my van. I was just like kind of lying on the ground. I was like lying in the corner of my van being like, oh shit. And I was like all curled up and tensed up into a ball. And I felt so sick. And then I was like, oh, it must be the Mad Honey. Because that was the only difference that I had. And it came on so quick. Like within 5 to 10 minutes, I was like, oh man. I really thought I did it this time. And I was actually starting to stress like, fuck, am I going to die? Because I poured like a lot on. Probably like, you only meant to have a tablespoon. I probably had like 3 or 4 tablespoons. As I said, in the past, it didn't affect me at all. That's why I did it. And then I went outside, I was trying to throw up. I was fucking forcing my fingers down my throat, being like, oh, I gotta get this fucking out. It didn't work. I just couldn't throw up. And then so I went back in. I took 2 charcoal tablets. I'm not sure that did anything. And then went to sleep. And my sleep was weird. Like I was having insane dreams the whole night. And I remember like shivering. I was freezing cold. So I was wearing all my clothes and my beanie and everything. And I was just freezing. And I slept for, I'm gonna take a screenshot of all my ordering stats. You should see, man, my heart rate was like high last night. And then my HRV, which is, you want that one to be high. It was super low, the lowest it's ever been. It was like 14, which is the lowest literally it's ever been in my whole life since having the Oura-ring. I was in bed for like around 12 hours. Went to bed like at 6:30 and woke up at 6:30. Yeah, the dreams. So according to the ring, like my REM sleep was like 3 hours plus, which was insane. And it was like it was actually very, very psychedelic. Like I was in and out, but it was psychedelic. No, I wouldn't recommend having that much because like the physical feelings, they didn't feel good. But I woke up this morning and my body was all like heavy and tingly and I felt weird. I was like, oh no, am I still gonna be in it? But I must say, like I've woken up, maybe because it was a long sleep, and I feel pretty well rested. Like I feel actually really, really good, much more well rested than before. I'm gonna take the day easy today. Gotta go down to the waterfall, Wyand Falls, which is right here actually, and do some breath work and then have a swim. And then begin my day and just relax, get some sunshine. Yeah, that's my story on Mad Honey. It's it's actually pretty powerful stuff. So before I didn't really respect it because I was like, it was like a weak thing, but this time the batch must have been much stronger. Interesting stuff.